Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into my Goody Haul report for the final week of February of 2011. Today is Sunday, February 20th, and it's been an interesting week for me this past week. I've been very busy on a project at work, and I also caught a cold last week, which took me out of action for a couple days. And I've also spent a lot of time with the family. Despite all that, I was able to squeeze some time to find a few goodies, actually quite a few goodies. And we'll go ahead and get started here. And you can see here, I have a couple of Bakugan items here. They're called Bakugan Baku Nano. I am not a follower of Bakugan. This is more in the realm of Munchkin number 2. He likes those round Bakugan balls that form these unique looking figures. And I'm not familiar with it, but I was at a Target just yesterday, and I saw an item for Bakugan that caught my eye. And it wasn't this. These are, I guess, equipment to equip your Bakugans here. But what I did find was this here. It's called a, what is it called here? A Mektogan. And it's a pretty interesting figure. I guess this is the new line or subline of Bakugan called Mectanium Surge. And I was looking at this figure. It looked pretty interesting at first, but then I looked at it even more. And this guy's got quite a few articulated joints, and it looks like a decently posable figure. And I wasn't expecting this out of Bakugan. And this one here is a Target exclusive, and I think all the Target exclusives are colored red and black for the Target color. So I'm not sure why it's red and black. It should be red and white, I think. But anyways, this was, I think, $12 or $13, and I really can't wait to take a peek at this guy, because lots of hinge swivel joints, it looks like I'm not sure if that's a ball joint or not, but really interesting. This one's a robotic type of figure here. I guess that's why they call it Mectanium on there. But not only did I find that one, but I also found this guy here, another Bakugan. This is a Bakugan Titan. I'm not sure what this guy's name is called. Oh, here it's a Venexus Titan, and looks pretty interesting. So I really can't wait to take a peek at these guys. Not in it for the game, but just for these nice looking figures here. And this one here cost, I think, $16. It's not cheap. This is a little pricey for a figure like this, but pretty neat on there. And also at Target, I was able to find this here, which is Transformers Generations Sergeant Cup, which was a bit of a surprise. I wasn't expecting it to hit the shelves so soon, but as soon as I saw it, I went ahead and picked it up because I've been looking forward to getting Cup. And this here cost, I think, $12 at Target, and I really like this alt mode for Cup here, and I also like the bot mode as well, and I really like that he has a musket to go along with his age. And it's pretty interesting. I really look forward to getting this guy opened as well. And I'm hoping to see Wheeljack and Thundercracker coming out pretty soon, now that this guy's come out. So, pretty interesting. And I did hit my local comic shops this past week. Fighting the cold, and I still wanted to at least hit a few local shops, and I found here the issue 587 of Fantastic Four. even though it has a 3. I don't want to spoil it, but with the 3 instead of the 4, you may guess why, what goes on there. I was also able to pick up an Outsiders number 36, a Young Justice number 1, and DC Universe Online Legends number 2. And I didn't know what, I thought this was a monthly comic, but this just came out a week after number 1, so it looks like it might be a weekly one here. And also was able to pick up Green Lantern number 62, Green Lantern Corps number 57, and the latest Game Trade magazine. And it looks like they stuck a little advertisement. There's going to be a comic, toy, and anime show, looks like coming up on March 6th in the Sacramento area, so I may go to that one and see what goodies they have there. That's Sunday, so that's what I was able to pick up at my local comic shops. And over at a Toys R Us on Friday, I was able to find these here, the Iron Man Armored Avenger line, the 6-inch line for Iron Man in 2011, which was pretty neat. They had this was next to the Thor figure aisle in Toys R Us. Yeah, all of the Thor pegs were empty, but there were 2 pegs allocated for this Iron Man 6-inch line, which is kind of interesting, just 2 pegs, but I was able to find these guys here, and these guys weren't cheap. They're a little bit more expensive than I expected. They were about $18, $17.99, and we have here the Hulkbuster Iron Man, a little smaller compared to the comic version, that's for sure, and it looks like it's a reuse of I can't remember, Heavy Assault, or I can't remember what it was, from the original movie Iron Man line on there, but it looks like it's been repainted, and it looks like it has an additional head here. So, but I'm a fan of this armor anyway, so I don't mind it being reused again. So, but there's the Hulkbuster Iron Man, and also a Titanium Man on there. So, kind of happy to finally see this. Although it's not picking up on the video, the green is a little lighter than I thought it'd be. Looks a little darker on the video screen here, but looks a little lighter in person, a lot lighter than I expected. But still happy to get this figure here. And also at Toys R Us, I did pick up another Manhunter to increase the army of Manhunters that I'm trying to build on there. And this I found at Toys R Us for $18 as well. And now at one of my local comic shops, I did find a few more Green Lantern classics. This one I found at A1 Comics, and this is going to complete, well, not this figure, but the pickups that I found are going to complete my Green Lantern Classics Wave 1. And I was able to find this here, the Black Hand, and the Mongol, and the Abensur. So this actually, like I said, completes Wave 1 for me, so I'm going to be able to build our Kilo now. And these were not cheap either. Each one of these were about $23, and I figure at the low rate that I'm finding these Green Lantern Classics figures, especially these figures, the only other Green Lantern Classics figures I've been finding at the mass retail stores were the Manhunter robots. They seem to be, I don't know if a peg warmer over there, but every other figure has been scooped up by the mass retailers, especially Kyle Rayner. I have not seen him at all. So I went ahead and just picked these guys up at my local shop, and went ahead and paid the $23 for each of these figures on here. And I did hit up my Toy Fusion over the past weekend, and I was able to find this here, which is I think a Marvel Legends Sabretooth on here, and I was able to pick this guy up for $14. Looks pretty good, although I found out he's got a missing thumb. I don't know if that happened after I purchased him or not. Probably not, but which is easy to fix. Here, I can always sculpt a little thumb there for him, or long thumb, I should say. But nice to find this guy loose on there. And my final item here is this guy, the Incredible Hulk series Mecha Hulk. Now, this guy I did see at Toy Fusion on my previous visit. And I was about to buy this guy, but I noticed this was a little open here, and I was afraid that maybe the Gremlin figure was not included. I don't know if it fell out or not, so I passed on it. But then, looking at some pictures of this guy on the webs, I found out that sometimes the figure is stored inside the Mecha Hulk, and so I went back and actually picked this guy up. And other than the Gremlin, it looks like everything else is here. Hopefully the Gremlin's inside, but I was able to pick this guy up for $29. So I figure for a semi-open packaged figure, it looks like the main figure is still intact. It still looks good for 29 bucks. I thought that was a great deal. So, but this is my casual peek into my Goody Haul report for the last week of February of 2011. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.